Hello traders, this is Sean from QualityStocks.net with a technical analysis video for ticker SSN, that is Samson Oil and Gas Limited, trades on the American Stock Exchange. Friday we saw a gain of about just over 5% on increasing volume. Looking at the chart, there's a few things I want to point out. Early in the year we saw two nice gains, nice bullish runs on high volume. Starting in March it started tailing off. And then we have a gap down in the middle of June where it dropped about 50 cents a share on high volume, and then it sort of bounced off of $1. It pulled back up, looked like it was going to make a reversal and try to fill this gap, but then it sort of tailed off back down, touched $1 again, and now it seems like it may be trying to make another run at this resistance point at about $1.25. Also note where this previous gap down, it broke through what had been support before at about $1.50 and fell through. If we start to see another bullish run and it starts to break through this previous resistance point, it may try to charge at what was support and is now resistance. And also note that the 50-day moving average is in about the same area, so that there could be some tough resistance, but if it gets through there, we would want to see it do it on high volume. Looking further down at the indicators, we had a bullish crossover on MACD and PPO. It's since pulled back up, and now the black line starting to pull away from the signal line, which is a little bullish. And notice that the bars are indicating the distance between these two is increasing. That's a good sign. Further down, if we look at ADX, the positive DI line is starting to hook back up. The negative DI line is starting to turn down. The ADX line itself is in a good range to show some strength. So what we would want to see is for this red ADX to go ahead and cross down, and for the green to go ahead and cross up above the black ADX line. That indicate that there would be a new uptrend. Further down, we can see where slow stochastics made a sharp turn up. It crossed. Now it's above its 50 line. It's quite bullish. Very similar things going on with Williams and CCI. They both crossed their middle lines and they're heading towards into bullish territory. Looks like Williams here has already crossed over, indicating it's early overbought. Moving on down, Tricks, this is our slow moving indicator, made a nice bullish crossover right here, which is a good sign. Further on down, we look at unbalanced volume and accumulation distribution. Accumulation distribution has been strong. It stayed above its 20-day moving average most of the time. We see where now unbalanced volume has followed suit. It's turning up, and it's also crossed its moving average. Moving further down, we can see where the check and money flow, it's very green here, and money flow index briefly dipped down below 20 and oversold. Now it's crossed back over. It looks like it's starting to tail down just a little bit here, but I think if the volume stays up and the price stays up, then this should turn back up. So moving back up to our chart, we can see where there's some bullish signs starting to cross. We've got some support here at $1. This nice little trading range here. If we see it break across $1.25 or so, I would feel pretty good that it may go ahead and try to challenge this resistance that we mentioned earlier at around $1.50 and the 50-day moving average itself. And finally, if we look at RSI, we can see where it's made a nice turn. It dipped down into oversold territory. Now it's sort of making a trend line, and it's heading up towards the 50 line, and it's just above 46 now. So when it crosses the 50, I'd feel pretty confident that we might see some more gains. Also notice where we have a trend line here, this upper support line, and it's just dipped up across this. So this could be a sign that there is going to be a reversal. So all in all, I kind of like this chart. I'm going to keep an eye on it. As always, this is my opinion only, so trade smart.